Hey, Sassy family. So today we are making some saltfish. Like, how the Jamaicans do ackee and saltfish with some dumpling. And I have some avocados, some cucumber, and some boiled egg on the side. So, but I don't like the ackee, so I'm just making the saltfish, you guys. So we got the tomatoes, we got the bell pepper. Mama cut some shallot. We got some onions, some green onions, some parsley, some thyme, and we got some scotch bonnet pepper. I have a lime slice to give like a little bit of zesty touch at the end. But we got the codfish right here, you guys. We don't have the salted cod because I didn't feel like going all the way down to my international store. So I got some cod and I'm going to boil it, and then I'm about to squeeze all the excess water out of it. Let it be a little flaky, and then I'm gonna put it inside of the stirrup with all the nice herbs. And then I'm going to make some dumplings. We got the flour, some salt, some onion, some garlic, a little black pepper, make my dumpling. And then I'm gonna boil some eggs. I got my avocado and I got my cucumber right here, you guys. So yeah, just showing you the before. So I am adding the codfish to the pot of boiling water that I added salt in. And I'm just adding them one by one. As you can see, I had to make sure I put all of them in there, y'all. So that is what I'm doing. Yeah. Putting a little salt in there, a little extra salt. Because normally I would put salted codfish, but I didn't have salted. So I got to do what I got to do. Now, cutting the tomatoes. I like to chop mine on up a little bit. Not too big, not too small, just right. So I am just chopping it up. Y'all, those cherry tomatoes are super red. I found them at Fresh Time. And I've never seen no tomatoes so red like that. Them tomatoes was literally red. Super duper red. And it was tasty, so yes, you guys, chop up all your tomatoes. You got to put the tomatoes in there, chop it up really good. And then you got to cut up the green pepper, cut up the bell pepper, y'all. Take all that white stuff out of there, the seeds, all that. You got to take all that stuff out. And then you're going to chop it up, chop, chop, chop. Slice them up a little bit and you cut them. Then you dice them up a little bit small, not too small and not too big. You want to slice it up real nice. But green pepper, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss in the saltfish, okay? Tastes so good. All the herbs that comes together and it combines with that codfish and that pepper. Oh, so good, so good. But yeah, I'm chopping it up. Chop, 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 chopping it up, y'all. But yeah, you get the drift. You get the drift. And now my codfish is done. Got to strain it out, you guys. I strained it on out. And now it's time to make the dumplings. So, y'all, I had to use some flour. You see what flour we used, the unbleached one that we got at Costco. And then just put it in the bowl. And I'm going to add some water to it. Add the garlic. Yep, the garlic. The onion powder, the black pepper. We adding all that in there to give it a little flavor. Then I put a little bit of salt in there as well, so the dumplings don't taste tasteless. It gotta have a little bit of salt in it, because if you have boiled dumplings and they got no salt in it, it tastes like water, flour water, flour water dumpling with no seasoning. But we seasons everything, okay? We have to season everything. So yeah. Just adding the water into the mix, just getting the right consistency until I get what I want for my dumplings. So yeah, y'all, baby, I was mixing and I was mixing and mixing and mixing till I can't mix no more, y'all. I had to keep adding more flour into it until I get a nice consistency. Even when I did that, I had to add more flour. You see, sprinkle. I had to add a little bit more flour because it was sticking to my hands, literally sticking to my hands. So yeah, as you can see. Yeah, so now I got my dumplings the way I want them. Putting them on there one by one. Y'all, I made like 6 big ones. I love me a good dumpling with some ackee and saltfish, some dumpling. Ooh, some egg. Look at them babies. They look so cute, ready to get in the pot. Now we're putting them in the pot, one by one. And they did not stick together at all, you guys. They did not stick together, so that was perfect. But yeah, one by one, we adding the dumplings in the pot. We're going to let them boil for a little bit and move on to the next thing. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to let them boil and move on to the next thing. But let me show y'all. Yep, you see my eggs in there? Yes, now we're putting the oil in the pan, getting it heated up so we can go and saute the nice herbs, the shallot, the garlic, the onions, the thyme, the parsley, the green onions, the habanero peppers, the scotch bonnet. Okay? And let that saute for a little bit. Add a little bit more oil because I like my codfish to be a little oily, not too oily, but you know, a little greasy. And I put the bell peppers in there, and I'm gonna put the tomatoes in there soon. But yes, a little butter. Ooh, a little butter adds a nice touch. Okay, butter gives a good touch, especially if you get that good butter, the Kerrygold butter, the grass-fed butter. Real good. Okay, not margarine, butter, real butter. As long as it's real butter. Now we adding the codfish in there. Y'all see how a little bit it only made a little bit. Like all them codfish y'all saw me put in there, and it only made a little bit. I mean, it gave a good amount, but I like a lot. But yeah, so yep, I'm just breaking it up a little bit, and you see how it's not super watery, like it's dried out. Like say if you did codfish, the salted cod, but now we're putting the tomatoes in there. You see how red it made my saltfish? That's how red the tomatoes was. I was like, is this real or did they put dye in these tomatoes? Are these real tomatoes or fake tomatoes? But yeah. So good, y'all. So good. Mixing everything up. Add more salt. Add more black pepper. Scrum dilly. Yum, yum. I could just smell it right now. Y'all, it smells so good and it tasted so good. Y'all, look at that. Look at all that beautifulness. Like, squeeze a nice little hint of lime in it. Give it that nice flavor. Bring out all the, my mouth is watery. Look at that. Y'all, bomb. Like, come on. Just call me Chef Stassi because I be chefing in the kitchen. Ooh, made that good aki. No, saltfish, not aki. I don't eat aki. Now I'm going to do me some cucumber on the side. So I'm just showing y'all how I slice my cucumbers up, y'all. Because I do like eating my saltfish with cucumbers as well as avocado, as well as boiled egg. With dumpling and all that. Oh, so good. But yeah. Oh, my mouth is just watering. I can't even talk right because my mouth is just watering. Look at that. I like me a nice cucumber with some salt and some black pepper. So good. But yeah, so that will be served on the side of the saltfish. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit of my little side dishes that I'm going to be adding onto my meal. And let me show you the final touches. Bam! We got the avocado, the cucumber, the egg, the boiled dumpling, the saltfish, all the good stuff, and the salad on the side. I mean, look at that beauty right there. It came out so good, so perfect. And we made a video, so watch that video as well. Stay tuned.